This is my first video that I am doing, and I am recording about the latest prophecy. It's a very important prophecy. It started today with me seeing angels in red. The first angel I saw was a huge angel wrapped around a huge biker and made the biker look really small riding down the road. And then I saw this one angel who had white and just had a red sash around his neck and hanging down. And before I went to church, I saw an angel that had red underneath a white sheer material that came out a really pretty pink. And I asked the Lord about these angels in red. What did it mean? And he told me red is the color of power. I was thinking it meant the blood, but he said, no, this is power angels. I'm sending these angels down and they have power, and that's why they have red on them, to symbolize the power they have in them. And when I questioned the Lord further on this, by the time I got to church, he started explaining it to me, and he explained to me this way. He said, because the angels were very happy, and I did focus on that. I was like, for power angels, they didn't look very mean, and I'm like, it was thinking of war and things, but they had this huge smile, and you could feel the happiness inside of them. The Lord was telling me that this is the joy of the Lord. He said, we are coming into a time when it's time for us to start ushering in the joy of the Lord in places. And these power angels are being sent to help us do this. They're going to usher the joy of the Lord into atmospheres. And it is with the joy of the Lord that there is a huge amount of power. This is why in the Bible you read about David and other ones who actually were worshiping and praising before they went to war. And in the one book, it talked about them marching around the building and making the walls come down. Well, that was all the power of the joy of the Lord. There is great power in the joy of the Lord. So today or tomorrow or whenever, start praising the Lord and worshiping Him, because there's power in that prayer and worship. The more you worship the Lord, the more the joy of the Lord will start coming down into the atmosphere. And these angels have been released from heaven to start ushering the joy of the Lord to change the atmosphere and the environment around. And as the power of the joy of the Lord starts initiating and saturating the atmosphere, the Holy Spirit will increase in intensity. Now, I have talked about this as far as like with blogs, that when the Holy Spirit increases in intensity, and we all have this ability when we go into an atmosphere, because the Holy Spirit is inside of us, is asking the Holy Spirit to be released into the atmosphere and intensify it. I have gone into atmospheres and said, Holy Spirit, intensify this so much that it thickens, where you could cut it with a knife. Let the Lord's love be felt. Because the Lord feeds us His love. He pours His love out to us through the Holy Spirit. And His love is all powerful. It can knock the enemy off. The enemy does not like the joy of the Lord because he knows how powerful it is. And he doesn't like the Holy Spirit intensifying, because the children of God feel the love of the Father. And they know that a lot of the things being broadcasted have not been true of the Father. The Father is very much for us, and He loves us, and He wants to show that love. And He wants His joy to be spread throughout the world. And if we can go into an atmosphere ushering in the joy, we're chasing the enemy out, and walls are coming down around people to allow the Lord to get in there to heal them, to also to inform them, because they need to be informed of the truth of who the Lord is. A lot of times we come up against people and they have these walls up that are so thick and so hard that we are not getting the message of the Lord out to them, because the walls are too thick to penetrate. But if you go in and you usher the joy of the Lord, and you say, Lord, send your power angels, send your joy angels, let that joy of the Lord be ushered in, then you start knocking down these walls, and all kinds of stuff is going to happen. There's going to be signs going on. People are going to be healed. People are going to see miracles happen. Prayers are going to be answered in a lot more detailed, specified fashion, but they're also going to be answered quicker. And people are going to be coming up with all kinds of testimonies, because the Lord has released the joy angels, the power angels, and He released them to start ushering in the joy of Him throughout His children. So take in the joy of the Lord today and be a powerful child in God and overcome that enemy, so that we can spread the love that He put inside of us, and others can see His light and His glory and want to be part of that just as we are part of that. And everybody have a nice night. Bye.